Vice Premier Liu He will visit U.S. for another round of trade talks. Is that true? Can you give us more information about that? Thank you. Thank you for your question. I would like to confirm that according to the at the invitation of the trade representative of U.S., Vice Premier Liu He will visit the U.S. on the 30th and the 31st of January and start negotiation with the U.S. side on trade issues. And both sides will continue to implement the consensus made between the two sides. Next question, please. China News Service. There's been saying that China has been taken some of the improper actions. And can MOFCOM give us more information about this accusation? Thank you for your question. We have noted the relevant statement, and we have also noted that for the Russia Industry Association and representative of some Russian institutions, they have supported this kind of statement. China and Russia are complementary in economy. We are providing benefits to each other. We need to form a mutually beneficial cooperation. We hope these officials will stop their accusations against China. And the trade volume between China and Russia has been increased by 10%. We have a 9.4% favorable compared to last year in the first 11 months. For the investment, it is around 93 billion US dollars. And Germany has made foreign investment to China around 2.8 billion US dollars. This shows that China has a very sound relations with Germany, and we also see that Germany has very good faith in the Chinese market. Even though there are some disagreements between the two sides, however, competition is a healthy sign for both sides. Currently, we have a fast-changing and complicated international background. In China, Germany, and China and Russia have some shared interest in this regard. And we have huge potential for cooperation in the future. China will continue to open our door, and we will share the development opportunities with Germany, Russia, and other countries. We hope these countries can abandon the zero-sum mentality and promote the China-Germany relations to a new high. Thank you. And we have been noted that for the export, we have seen a very nice growth in the Q4 of 2018. So what is the take from MOFCOM about this figure? Thank you for your question. In 2018, we have maintained a steady growth of the foreign trade volume. And we have set a new record for the export as well as the import of the foreign trade volume. We will continue to expand the import and export volume in 2019. And we have a huge market in China. And as in 2017, we have a higher basis. However, we still see some positive growth in Q4 as compared to Q3 in 2018. For the trade situation in 2019, currently there are many uncertainties facing the society and the Chinese domestic market. And we are also facing some of the challenges from the global market. And now we are also threatened by the rising of the protectionism, as we have grave challenges ahead of us. We still have a strong resilience for the development of China's foreign trade. With the deepen and opening up, we will continue to step up our efforts to optimize the market entities and also the model of the foreign trade. We have the confidence to push our foreign trade development in 2019. As we have noted the 2018 foreign trade volume, and we do see some of the decline in December. So what is the reason behind that? And any measures that will be taken by MOFCOM to further boost the foreign trade? The fluctuation of the import and export figure is closely related to the international society, and it also closely related to the CPI, as well as the basis of the previous year. In December, we have seen some of the change of the global demand. This will also affect the export and import performance in December. This year, we have some challenges, but we also have some opportunities. So we have to manage our own affairs and find out internal incentive to boost the development of the foreign trade. Since from last year, the State Council has released a series of policies to help facilitate the foreign trade development in China. At the same time, we will also analyze the trajectory of the foreign trade. We will continue to draw on the past experience and provide support to enterprises to diffuse the risks and help them to develop in 2019. This is from CMG. As Minister of Zhongshan has mentioned that in the new year, we will continue to promote the consumption, stabilize the foreign trade, and stabilize the foreign investment. Can you give us more information about that? Thank you. So in the new year, we would like to push forward the foreign trade into high-quality development, and China will become a strong nation in foreign trade. At this point, we have to work together with some big names in the international market and cooperate with some cross-border transnational companies so that we can achieve a sustainable development. We will focus on the brand building and the cyber building as well as the marketing. We will take all actions that we can so that we can facilitate the development of those transnational companies in China. As for the international markets, we have been pushing forward for a diversified international market, and we have made some notable progress. In 2019, we will build on the past achievements and continue to optimize the layout of the international market. And we will try to unleash the market potential in different regions so that we can stabilize those international markets. And for the targeted area for China, we not only focus on the developed countries, but also focus on some of the emerging markets and nations and some of the countries along the Belt and Road route. We will continue to work with these countries and work with some local companies so that we can realize the diversified market environment in those regions. Thank you.
解决其他国家非市场导向政策和做法问题的共同目标。商务部是否注意到这一系列声明所包含的产能过剩、国有企业阻碍创新等关切？这是否意味着国际社会对于国际贸易体系构建的分歧在扩大？中方将会采取哪些措施来缩小在这些议题上的分歧，推进全球化进程？谢谢。
谢谢你的提问。我们注意到，美欧日近期再次发表一个声明。
This is talking about the different opinions that has been taken by international societies, and it relates to the globalization of the economy. We have noted the relevant statement.
同时，我们认为，现行国际经贸秩序仍应该以世贸组织多边贸易体制为基石。世贸组织的基本原则不应该受到挑战。
China supports the upgrade of the governance of the global economy. Currently, we advocate a WTO-centered trade order, and the general principle of the WTO shall not be undermined. So for certain countries, they shall not impose their willingness onto others. If there are some differences, these differences shall be resolved on the basis of mutual respect and good faith, so that all the countries shall work together to promote the trade facilitation. This is from Xinhua News Agency. The U.S. is about to publish a export restriction list, so what is MOFCOM's take on that? We have realized the export restriction list that was published by the U.S. side. However, inside of the U.S. market, there is a public concern about the list of the export restrictions. The abuse of the export restriction list will hold back the development of the technological advancement. China thinks that we should protect the technological innovation, and this innovation achievement shall be shared by the world. We hope the U.S. take constructive actions so that it will not hinder the development of the scientific development. Thank you. We have noted that some countries have published some policies that restricts their nation to purchase some high-tech products from China. So what is the impact to Chinese companies? And what is the comment from MOFCOM on that? Thank you for your question. In recent days, we do realize some countries spread out this kind of statement. These are groundless accusations, especially to the Chinese companies. The development of Chinese companies will not cause threat to the international society. We would like to make our utmost effort to share the technological achievements. For MOFCOM, we will continue to support the Chinese enterprises to be engaged in the international cooperation on the basis of mutually beneficial cooperation for some countries, especially developed countries. They should take in the attitude of openness so that they would welcome advanced high-tech products from China and other countries so that they can provide a variety of high-tech products to the local consumers. Thank you. This is from Shenzhen satellite.
在经贸领域的共同利益远远大于分歧。2018年，中美两国货物贸易超过6300亿元，双向投资累计超过2400亿。
So since the 40 years of the establishment of the diplomatic ties between China and the U.S., we do realize that there is a convergent interest between the two sides. And for the trade volume between China and the U.S. has exceeded 630 billion RMB. And the development of China and U.S. are actually interconnected. The strong ties between the two nations will serve the fundamental interest of the people of the two nations, and the strong ties will also serve the world economy. China and U.S. has kept in close contact in developing the trade and economic relations. It is the aspiration of the people to develop the ties. China's development can also bring opportunities to U.S. and also bring these opportunities to the world at large. We hope that the U.S. company can take a constructive manner so that they can serve the interest of the people from two countries. China Daily.
虽然我国发展面临的外部环境复杂严峻，国际引资竞争
The question is about what is MOFCOM's expectation on the trajectory of the FTA investment in 2019. Even though we are facing grave challenges in 2019 with intensified competition, however, we still have the strong capability to attract foreign investment. Currently, Chinese economy has been pursuing progress while ensuring stability. We have continued to ease our market access and open up our market to the outside world, and we have kept improving the business environment. We are about to unleash the market potential of China. Last year, we have many FTA projects in 2018. This means that for the other countries, they have shown strong confidence in investing in China. And also, we have a stronger capability to attract foreign investment. Even though faced with many challenges, still many foreign countries will consider China as their top destination for investment. We believe that with the concerted efforts with governments, the Chinese market will continue to open to the world with an optimized market conditions and investment environment. It is estimated that in 2019 we will continue to see an upward trend in the foreign investment. Thank you. So my question is that any special measures taken by MOFCOM to get more industry products down to the rural areas and bring more agricultural products into the city. So this is a part of our plan to upgrade the consumption in 2019. In 2019, we will focus on certain initiatives so that we can revitalize the rural areas for the consumption. So we will bring more convenience to stimulate the consumption market for the rural areas. And we will reduce the cost for consumption in the rural areas. We will continue to optimize the infrastructure in rural areas and enhance the cooperation between the banks, postal office, and the e-commerce, so that we can build a large rural area e-commerce center in the rural areas. When necessary, we will provide some small-size loans to the rural areas. We would like to provide more opportunities for companies who would like to invest and do business in the rural areas. We will give more encouragement and support for the express delivery, so that the products can be easily transported to the rural areas. And we will also try to build a good circulation channel in the urban areas, so that we can introduce more agricultural products in the urban area. So the purpose is to strengthen the sales of the agricultural products. And we will also work on the combination of the sales and the production. And we are also working to build a network to facilitate the sales of the agricultural products. So the purpose is to bring convenience to the citizens that are in the city center, so they can purchase these agricultural products easily. So this question is about a poverty alleviation that will be facilitated by the MOFCON, especially about the sales of the agricultural products. Can you give us more information about that? Currently, we still need to work towards the standardization of the production of the agricultural products. For certain regions, they still have some weakness. We have to solve some of the problems for the production of the agricultural products. This also limits the production of the agricultural products. And recently, we have been working to improve an e-commerce network, so that to drive the development of the e-commerce in the rural areas. So according to the estimation, there were around 737 extreme poverty counties in China. So these are the target for us. However, with the support of the MOFCON, they have generated revenue more than 2017. And we also help them to build out the facilities to support the development of the rural areas. So MOFCON will continue to work with relevant authorities in the rural areas. So the objective is to further develop the e-commerce channel in those regions. And we would like to help to form a synergy between the e-commerce companies, e-commerce business, as well as the rural households, so that we can bring more convenience to the local citizens.
谢谢你的提问。为保障春节期间家政市场供应，我们正努力开展以下相关的工作：一是鼓励需求量大的城市。
As we are approaching with the Spring Festival, can you give us more introduction about the sectors we have been working on? We will take the following work. First of all, we will encourage the big cities that will build the relations with the housekeeping companies. At the same time, we will also develop some housekeeping companies that have high reputation. So we would like to improve the quality of the service that has been provided by the housekeeping companies. And we do realize that in some of the large cities, such as Beijing and Shanghai, some of the housekeeping companies, they have been taking some measures. And they have also extended their business in this regard. And for example, in Beijing, there were 51 housekeeping companies. They will be engaged in the 2019 housekeeping campaign. So in order to better manage the industry for the housekeeping, we can ensure better service to the citizens. And we will also take actions to make sure that the housekeeping companies can provide their service during the Spring Festival. And we will work with legislative bodies to see if we can draft some of the regulation to better regulate the housekeeping industry. So in the future, we will set up different criteria and provide classifications for the housekeeping service. And we will also work with 16 localities to draft housekeeping regulations. Going forward, we will continue to work with authorities to strengthen the regulation of the housekeeping sector.